Hi, this is Tony again from the Joseph Communications, and this is Michael G. Reccia, my friend and colleague. And we're back here again to read and answer more of your questions. Pamela Mard.
Hi, Pamela.
Pamela. Dear Tony and Michael, thank you for your meaningful work with Joseph. My question is, what is the role of walk-ins at this time on Earth? Thank you for an answer in your upcoming presentation, Holding Your Work in Love and Light. Pamela Mard from Charlotte in the USA.
Right. Walk-ins. I can only answer that from my personal viewpoint and my personal experience. And having worked with Joseph, having worked with the Persian gentleman and with members of the soul group and knowing about some of their past incarnations, and having worked with the spiritual principles that they've brought over to us, they've given us as information, I have never come across, in my personal experience, one single example of a so-called walk-in. I tell a lie, actually. There was a lady that used to come and visit me many years ago when I did personal readings, and she was convinced that she was a walk-in. But from my point of view, and linking with her spiritually for the time of her readings, there was absolutely no difference in her, except that she believed that she was a walk-in. In a previous question, we examined the arc of energy that accompanies us when we come here. We set off this arc of energy that is the physical experience, and it has to come to a natural conclusion. It worries me that if the concept of walk-ins is true, that you are altering that equation. What happens to the person that has started off in good faith that arc of energy that is their life? Where do they go? Where do they go? And how do you extricate them at one moment and put in a completely different personality at the next moment? It doesn't seem right to me. You probably disagree with me, but my personal view is that walk-ins are a convenience. They're a convenient way of explaining perhaps that someone is being overshadowed by somebody.
A metaphor.
Yes.
I get you.
In that
That's a good point.
it is possible, for example, when I used to go into trance, I don't go now because I'm old and haggard, but when I used to go into trance, Joseph would take me over. And for the time of the trance session, I would have given over my mind and my body to another spirit to express themselves. But at the end of that period, they would extricate themselves from my mind and my body, and I would move back in to be myself again. And I can tell you that even 45 minutes of allowing my body and mind to be used by that higher vibration burned it up. Now that's 45 minutes, and it would take me a week to 2 weeks to recover and to become myself again. If exalted spirits from similar vibrations and higher vibrations are actually inhabiting human bodies permanently, would they not burn those, symbolically burn those bodies to a crisp in next to no time? The vibrations that are above this one are tiring because we're not used to maintaining them. We're not used to linking with them. And so for that reason too, I believe that it is more likely in circumstances where people seem to exhibit greater spiritual knowledge that they are being influenced and overshadowed by someone from a higher sphere of reality, rather than that person completely taking over their body and walking into their body and pushing them out of the picture.
Fascinating.
It is a fascinating subject.
I wouldn't know how to start answering that
As
question.
I can only answer that from my own perspective.
Yeah.
And I haven't come across a single example during my time 40 odd years working with higher vibrations.
So I hope that answers your question, Pamela.
Thank you, Pamela. Very interesting questions.
It is, and thank you so much.